Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. You're not listening to the Mind of an Terry's Moon, Flight boss, the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And right now, this video is about right here, because there's a big misconception right here amongst religious people. And it's like, because look, all religions and things of that nature can't go past the energy stage. When we know things is frequency and vibration, spirit and soul, then that is what create the energetic realm. And you know, religion start at the energy realm. So whatever was the first physical thing or the first energetic thing, or the most less dense thing, that's going to be the representation of what y'all call God, which y'all just lost in one spectrum of a world. Now, for the most part, this is what we need to understand. Stars are not angels or spirits. Stars are just another form of you, another body, another light, another sound. Those are bodies. Now, for the most part, I'm gonna help you understand this. So even your Bible, they was confused. So when people be like, man, you can't go further than religion, I'm Archangel Uriel. Yes, I can. Now check this motherfucking out. I'm way more, my spirit, way more ancient than this shit, regardless of the name and the title I just put on it. Now, for the most part, you have to look at it like this. This is what you know for a fact, that you are a star. Everything are stars. So for an example, you get your influences from your surroundings, from your location, the space that you in. You get your information from that the same way everybody else do. Now you can relate to other, and due to relations, that's how you can influence each other, aka bouncing off lights between each other. You are a star the same way that person is a star. No two stars the same. But for the same reasoning that you guys are experiencing some type of relation with your environment, the space that you in, the location that you are in as a body. So you are moving through this just like everybody else. So when you look at stars, they are doing the same thing. Now from your perspective, you could just look at it like, okay, this may be higher beings. So when we look at the spirit, right? The spirit is the idea, the thought. That's the actual what's unseen. That's related to what's unseen. When spirits, and that's the frequency realm. When we bouncing off and relating with each other and becoming individuals, we become individual spirits. That means we are souls now. So my resonation may be, in my perspective, based upon our travels in this astral realm, may be different than yours. So as we're relating and going through certain directions, that start to create space, but it's not space to us as spirits. It's rainbow waters, vibrations, colors, sounds, lights. Now, the more mixture of our relationships, how we relate, and based upon how we related with each other and directions and shit, that created the actual shape and form that's going to be made out of that shapeless and formless energy. Now that's the rainbow waters, the vibrations. So this is what you see and what you can't see. This is the in-between realm where souls can actually move through the astral realm to be able to find a light, aka find the body, find a body, find the light, aka the transformation trap. Now, for the most part, as a spirit, now we created the rainbow waters, us as spirits, and we're traveling through this as our energy. There's a frequency, energy, vibration in the frequency realm, vibration realm, and the energy realm. We know frequency is tied to the overall idea, thought, concepts, and things of that nature. That's what I was just explaining, us as spirits, that the unseen realm. Then us becoming individual, now we're vibrating. We're actually charges, expansion and contraction type things. Becoming an individual, got our own experience, our own time, movement, motion, and emotion, right? And experience and timeline. What's the frequency created the timeline, us ability to move through it is the soul. Us becoming an individual and having enough passion to go through with that, or feelings or colors to go through that portal. Now, doing that, the more we experience the information and the portals that we are creating for ourselves, that, like I said, remember again, that create the sound, the light, the densities and all that created the energy. So we can inhabit these as spirits. So when you looking at stars, right? Now, as in a spirit, the less experience you have, the lighter the body you can take. You could take a light body, a sound body. You could be one of those spirits. Now, light and sound, these spirits know how to control concepts and circumstances and situations. This is what you were before you came into density and came all the way down here and experienced those lights and sounds to the point that so much gases and things came together. You was able to take the body of a cell in any kind of form, and then once you come down into those worlds, you're able to come out into a physical world, right? So you created that body from a realm that's unseen as being a spirit. So you created the star, the nebula, the cell. You created all these lights and sounds to take, and then you experienced them, all of these experiences of these realities and these lights and reactions and influences. You experienced all those for certain amounts of times, transformed and died, and until you built the brain and the vessel to where you are at today. You see what I'm saying? So when you look at the star, we know what's most important is not the actual star, the actual location the space is in. Because just like you moving through space and moving through, just like you may feel different vibes in this location than this location, you feel different influences, you have to look at the stars the same way. Now, religion got it fucked up because they don't go past the energetic thing. So anybody who's indoctrinated and think that they're not indoctrinated, so they had to go through the indoctrination to realize that they are indoctrinated, so they're trying to teach other people the indoctrination, where in general the energy that you're just carrying is indoctrination energy, period. It doesn't matter what side of the spectrum you're on. Now, what I'm trying to get you to understand here is when you're looking at the stars, fuck the motherfucking Pacific Star. It don't even matter what space is in. Same way you feel different in a different location of space, a star is going to look different in a location of space. Now, you're gonna look at me and like, no, I'm into astrology. Dolo, Uriel, you don't know what you talk about. I've been in astrology for 40, 50 years. Well, goddamn it, why? Let's make some sense out of it then. Let's go to Vedic, or let's go to the things is how it is in general, right? Aries, Pisces, or whatever. It doesn't matter. This was generated, and the reason why these stars have these influences is because of the space and the location that they are in. Same way you are who you are because of the space and the location you was in to develop to your characteristics. So for an example, there's a lot of stars that's not in the same space and location that they were in when they was actually born. They actually moved due to time and location and experience. Same way you move. So the influences of them stars is going to be different. So yeah, they was born by certain stars and other stars, so they have their characteristic traits in their DNA may still act in these characters, but that's a child that's in another location, so they have to cause friction and cause influences and lights into other areas. Same way you are a star. Now, you may have been raised and been born by your elder stars, which is your parents, so you have certain characteristic traits that you abide by in a physical body. Those are physical bodies, right? Now you get older, now you got your own life, your own family, your own job. So you take your old morals, your old things that you have learned and constructed you in your life, and try to balance it with what you're newly learning with yourself and what you have learned, because you're in a different space, different location in life, different time, different age, having a different experience in life. So the stars is doing the same motherfucking shit. So the influences that you get is from the actual star because of the location and the space that is in. So when you think about things like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the horizon, our seasons, this is based upon the location we are at. So when the sun is in this location, the moon is in this location, Mars is in this location, the planet star that we are on, Earth, is in this location, based upon the space and the location that we're traveling through at that specific time, we're going to experience those circumstances and those experiences. AKA, this is why you experience summer, spring, motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? Because we're in a different location of space. So yeah, Earth got its attributes and traits. But when it's in this location, sometimes it's hot. When it's in this location, it's motherfucking cold. When it's in this location, it's motherfucking breezy, calm, cool, and collected. When it's in this location, everything seems to be dying and transforming. So you see what I'm saying? It's based upon space and location. The hell with the motherfucking body. So this is how you decipher that when you reading your religious book. This is how you, I hope everybody watching Archangel Uriel, but this is how you decipher between how what they was talking about is wrong and how you can see and wake up and understand what you looking at today was right or wrong. What they was looking at is the same shit you're looking at today. So just because it's an older civilization, not that don't mean that they're more right. It's just that that civilization came up with a way of understanding life, then the civilization after that had their own way. It ain't till we start trying to take old lights and bring them into new lights, aka try to see what worked and what didn't work in old civilizations and try to make that shit seem like that's what's going on now in this civilization. No, everything is in different locations and spaces right now, aka different influences and ideas and different conscious spectrums. So why are your dumb ass keep going to old civilizations, aka old sunlights, old lights and influences that don't even work and manifest and transform the same way anymore, and trying to take that information and language and all that shit and bring it into today's light? It's not going to take shape and form. So hell yeah, you're going to experience a lot of opposition and people going against what the fuck you talking about, and you having to always go back to history and lineage and time to and go back to a book to overclaim your statement or to gratify your why you feel like you're right. You got to go back to some other shit. But really, you're here to learn the new influences and where the sun at now and where the planet's at now, the information we get now. That's what I'm here for. The shit we get now, this is what we supposed to talk about. And this is how we built the civilization. Y'all motherfuckers is lost and fucked up. For real. But yeah, this is how you understand it. These motherfuckers is just bodies, and we can inhabit them as spirits. Now, our spirit is more connected to the unseen realm as far as the space, the rainbow waters, the collective of all the colors smeared together. You see what I'm saying? Our spirit is there. So it's like the frequency, vibration, and the energy of our spirit is what we can go to as natural selection, or go to the best thing we resonate with and take that as a shape and form. We create that. And we create that as an energy. And in the energy realm, we see it as sound, light, stars, particles, to the smallest, the bacteria you can see, to the biggest, and to the smearest light, and to the biggest star you can motherfucking see. This is all physical shit moving through the rainbow waters, which we created as spirits in order to manifest this creation that we see, that we can inhabit. Once it get ready, once it grow and take a shape and form, we can take it as a body. But we formulate and shape this shit based upon how we feel, based upon us being individual spirits, souls, creating all this space and rainbow waters and shit, creating what we resonate with and experiencing it long enough so it can take shape and form, so we can goddamn experience that realm of motherfucking reality with all the lights and illusions we bouncing off the motherfucking each other, as all goddamn stars helping each other with frequency vibrations. From the smallest stars to the biggest stars, we all channeling the motherfucking each other, as long as we vibrating on the same fucking frequencies. Flight boss, bitch. Goddamn air, that feels good. Goddamn.